these pedals are really on there from the factory. So what you got to do is take the bolt out and then put it back in about 5 threads or so. I got an old 3-jaw puller that I cut off so that these could turn down in, so that I could get them in small enough to fit the diameter of what I got here. As soon as you put this on though, the arms of the puller want to keep sliding up off of the pedal. So what I used was a hose clamp. I put it around the arms of the puller after I had the puller on and in place, and then yeah, it will go up against the drive, but that's the only way that I could get to hold the arms of the puller on the back side, because the back side of this pedal is arm radiused. And then you're pushing against the head of the bolt, and once it comes loose a little bit, then you can take the bolt out and slide the pedal arm off. That's the worst part about this project. Okay, so now we can remove the cover, now that I got all the bolts out. Being as gentle as you possibly can. Of course, the side you didn't take apart is the one that wants to come apart. Wow. Talk about a press fit. Crap. You see that? I can see the issue already. Let me move you around to this side. I wonder why my drive is loose. There's your answer. Okay, let's back you up a little bit so I can do a little bit of an inspection here of the gear. The ring gear, as you would call it. This would be the pinion if you were working on a drive in a car. But so what I've been having is this looseness like this, and then every once in a while it would jump or skip a tooth, it seemed like. And assuming, because this isn't tight, that something inside of this gear is slipping, but I'm not sure exactly what. So I'm going to take this side off also, set it off to the side, and I can inspect all the parts. Something in here I assume is slipping, and what they've got that all spins really nice. And there's no slop in the bottom because I already went through the bottom. Let's see if I can get this gear to come off of here so I can see what's going on. I assume that it's slipping on this gear because of the way that it's made. It should have more pointed corners. It's got three sides like a triangle, but it's got rounded corners so it can slip inside of this gear. So that's an issue, a design issue that I don't know that I can do anything about. All I can do is try to put it back together and make sure that the bolts are tight and put Loctite into bolts, which is what they have done on all of these bolts. As you can see, they all have blue Loctite on them. Same thing with this one, has a little bit of blue Loctite on it, but there's not a lot on there, and obviously when that was in there it wasn't holding that tight. So I'm going to use this ball joint fork to be able to remove this, gently prying against the aluminum housing and against the gear. See if we can get that gear off of there. There it's coming. So it came off, but it does look like it's been rotating on there. I'm surprised that they don't have a better idea of how to put this together. See how easy it slides back on? There's my slop right there. So what has happened is when you get seaweed wrapped around the prop, it keeps working on this plastic until you end up with slop and play in here, and then you're pretty much screwed. So I'm not sure what the answer is on this. I'm going to have to think about this for a while and see if I can figure out what I can do to get rid of that slop and that play. So what would happen is you got the play every time, so your foot goes this way and then your foot goes this way, so you're pushing a little bit with each one, and it would do a little bit of this and then drop there and then drop there and drop there, and then every once in a while it would completely go all the way around and spin on this shaft.